Okay, so this is the last of the leftover footage videos that I'm recording the voiceover for, but I don't know how they're going to be uploaded. But yeah, these are just some like leftover fights that I found at least a little bit interesting, and if the fights themselves aren't interesting, I would hope that I can at least make them somewhat enjoyable to watch with my commentary. So yeah, we got the Mortal Kombat Brainiac team versus Shazam. Shazam's a bit tanky. He's got the traditional Shazam like crit resistance and what's the other one? And like defense inherited from like Shazam's like as the base character. But on top of that, Shazam's also got fortified, so he's got some increased defense. So he's just a really tanky character. And so I was like, you know what? Let me try to beat Shazam with, the Mortal Kombat team, see if the raw damage is enough to power through his defense. And, yeah, I mean, Shazam's just quite annoying. He's a little bit harder to combo interrupt. I don't know if I can do it with, like, a more... I don't know if I can do it with someone who isn't Raiden, is what I'm saying. Maybe Raiden, Black Adam, you can combo interrupt basically anyone in the game with. I don't know if I can combo interrupt Shazam with, like, a more, like, someone who isn't them. Also, I like the fact that Brainiac activated Puppet after I was already done with the stacking, so he's just so useful, man. So, finally get into the gameplay loop here, minute and 30 in, and, I don't have enough power yet to spam the special 2. Ideally, that's what I want to do. I want to be able to finish a combo and be able to activate my special 2 again. I think it's possible. It's definitely possible in the last minute where the power generation is maxed. But until then, I kind of just cycle between Raiden and Scorpion. I also make a mistake there and I back off, which isn't what I was trying to do. I was going for a swipe attack, but the game registered it as a back off. Maybe my finger slipped. I'm not immune to being prone to making mistakes. I am human after all. So I tag out and right into Raiden again, power draining him. Here I make a mistake. I stay too long in the fight and I lose Gemstone. And yeah, so that's quite unfortunate. And I'm thinking to myself during the fight, I think that's the difference maker between me having won and lost this fight. In hindsight, I mean, what's it called? Like, I already know what happens. Also, don't you love the Shazam base stun resistance? I tagged out to... I did the Scorpion special, and I tagged out to Raiden, and then I got hit with the Superman, the super move, and then I was like, wait, what? And then I realized, oh, wait, base resistance. And that's... Yeah, and that's enough to be the difference maker. So, total mistake on my part for losing Gemstone, but also, seriously, I got stun resisted. I mean, this is what I'm talking about with the Shazam base stun resistance. I think he's got like 10% base stun resistance. So, like, in all of the specials you're going to do, there's going to be at least one that he is just not going to get stunned off of, unfortunately. So I went, alright, I'm just going to use Mr. Freeze. I like Mr. Freeze a lot. I think he's a really cool character. Heart of Ice, the Batman the Animated Series episode is, it's kind of, it's always pointed to as like Mr. Freeze's defining thing. And I'm hoping for Mr. Freeze as the Batman 2 villain. Either Mr. Freeze or Clayface. I really don't want to see the Joker. I think he's just overdone. Riddler was a cool, it was a cool deviation, a subversion of expectations. But I want to see more stuff like Ra's al Ghul. I don't know how they pronounce it. I would love to see something like Court of Owls, Deathstroke even though I think he's more of a Teen Titans villain. Deadshot would be interesting. Deadshot not being Will Smith, I mean. Yeah, so I just think there's a lot they can do with that universe. I'm really hoping that the Batman universe doesn't get mixed with the DCU. because I don't know, man. I just don't really like the idea of them together. They feel so distant. I don't know. It could work, maybe, but at the same time, I don't know. I feel like the DCU is going for something, and the Batman and its universe is going for something, and I think it's better to just let them do their separate things instead of trying to merge them together. But, yeah, Mr. Freeze, puppet spam, cleanup fight. I also got my coffee with me, man. And I was thinking to myself, nothing good. But then I see EPI, and I'm like, oh, oh, I don't need EPI. I have EPI maxed out. All right, so we got Orm and the Flash Squad team. We're going to fight Black Adam. Orm's got Gemstone. Orm's probably one of the best characters to use with Gemstone. Him and Scorpion, because they build combo, and then they do specials, and Gemstone's whole thing is specials on combo give you damage against target. Usually you would use that with a like support character, like a Predator Batman, to stun the enemy, and then like Twin Blade, Justice League Cyborg, or Twin Blade, whatever it is, to kind of clean them up, or take advantage of the, what's it called? Of the damage against target. But, you know, Orm and Scorpion, like, they do specials themselves, so they don't really need to worry about that. Also, the special 3 from Orm disables the opponent's block, meaning that you can lock them into, like, an infinite combo, essentially. You can always re-engage the combo when they get up. Sometimes you'll knock the enemy down and try to re-engage the combo while they're knocked, while they get up, but they'll block you. Also, he's a tier 2 boss, so I just let Orm tank the super move. I'm not too worried. So, yep. Starting pushing back into the corner, and you can see the block disable lasts a long time. I think I've got his special 3 maxed out for damage, but it also helps with the, what's it called? With the block disable. So what's quite nice about this is the block disable lasts so long that I can do 2 special 1s, stack all the electrify, and then I can use the special 3, blow up the electrify, and reset the block disable. Meaning I'm never going to have to worry about him blocking when I try to re-engage the combo because his block's disabled. Meaning the only way that I'm going to lose the flash buff is if I don't lethal a single time in like the 4 hits I have in that special attack, which has happened a couple times. But yeah, as long as you don't lose the flash buff, you'll be safe. Orm does a lot of damage, and this is, I think I've got like a level 8 Dark Metal cards for passive stats, and a level 1 Dark Metal cards, and only a level 9 Gemstone, and a level 3, like a 3-star Orm, and he's still doing like 350 mil per special. He's ridiculous. Sorry, I'm drinking my coffee, so I'm sorry if I take long pauses. I will say, though, our Orm gets heavily countered by damage cap because his damage is in big increments that only happen a couple times during the match. And if those instances of damage don't crit or are limited, then he's not going to one-shot. So he's great against sub-bosses, but he gets countered pretty heavily by most, like, actual bosses with damage caps. So, yep, EPI and Girl of Steel Supergirl and, what's her name again? Oh, Classic Wonder Woman. Boss Black Lightning is one of the most annoying bosses in the game. He's got the annoying special 2, so I'm just going to banish him to the Shadow Realm with EPI. There it is, the special 2. He full boxes me, and my movement's disabled even though I blocked the special. Very fair mechanic. He's not too bad to combo interrupt, though, so I can combo interrupt with a Supergirl. This team setup is actually not that great against higher level bosses because if Girl of Steel Supergirl dies before she stacks her damage buff or gets a couple gemstone stacks off, you're kind of in trouble. But against lower tier bosses, she'll survive pretty easily, and you're in pretty safe range for a one-shot, like comfortably. And yep, 300% damage buff, 5 gemstone stacks. I'm thinking about stacking another special, but I'm just annoyed of him, and I tag an EPI. 1.2 bill there. She killed him in one combo. I will say, I think EPI has the highest potential for damage. Like, the League of Anarchy team does the most damage. like could do the most damage if we had infinite health bosses. But not the safest choice. Beast Boy or Batwoman the Drown is probably better still in solo raids. This is a team that you see me use a lot. I like this team a lot. I don't know how many other people on YouTube are using this team. But, yeah, the idea is Black Adam does his percentage health right away. Zatanna tags in and does her percentage health running Puppet. And then Superman comes in to clean up with his percentage health and Twin Blade. Black Adam's always going to hold passive stats. Zatanna's always going to have Puppet. And Superman's always going to have Twin Blade. So this team can one-shot in every solo raid. It doesn't just have to be like This Is Magic or what's it called? What's the other one? Taste of Evil. Because you really only need one passive stat artifact. The combination of Superman's percentage health plus Zatanna's percentage health plus Black Adam's percentage health will get you close enough enough. We'll leave the boss with like 300, 200 mil health, and Superman with Twin Blade can clean that up very easily. Now, at the current state of the game, Superman is currently bugged, and you can reset his percentage health damage by using the Special 2. And that is insanely powerful. And it also allows you to make the claim percentage health only, because Superman doesn't do current health reduction, he does max health reduction. So every time you see an instance of percentage health, you see that I do a flat 36 mil value, essentially. And if the percentage health bug was in the game, after I was done with all the percentage health, I just keep combo interrupting or hit a special 3 and get myself guaranteed crits. But because the percentage health bug is in the game, I'm going to use it because it's kind of fun. And it allows me to make the claim percentage health only. This team is great. I love them. But there's a lot that can go wrong with this team. If Zatanna doesn't trigger Puppet, if the boss isn't combo interruptible, this team can one-shot, and they can one-shot at a lower ceiling for passive stats. But everything has to go right. There's a very slim margin of error. For example, Superman, your best bet for one-shotting with Superman, if you're like still near the beginning, near middle of the game, is, in my opinion, a Justice League Flash or Classic Flash, Killer Frost, and then Superman, because Killer Frost will let you freeze the enemy, and you can use Superman's infinite percentage health bug safely, as long as the boss is freezable. And you can also one-shot with Superman, Grodd, and Flash, but there's a higher ceiling for passive stats. I've done it with a level 10 passive stat artifact and a 3-star Superman. But with the Black Adam, Zatanna, Superman team, I've done it with like a level 7 passive stat artifact, level 8 passive stat artifact. So the ceiling for passive stats is slightly lower. I will also say I think it's actually going to be better to not take advantage of the percentage health damage bug. Because after you're done with Superman's percentage health, I actually do think that you would get more damage from just like playing him how he's supposed to be played at that point, if that makes any sense. Anyway, League of Anarchy, no, just Harley. I already used DPI. So anyway, Batman is here with Gemstone, Flash is here to give me fast attack hits, and Harley is here because I wanted to see if it was possible to one-shot without Ivy and Harley Twin Blade. And initially I'm looking at the damage values, and I'm like, those aren't very great, but I'm like, you know, give it some time. Let me let me stack fully the gemstone stacks first before I judge. Also, that doesn't help there. Get caught. So 5 gemstone stacks. Harley super moved as well. I've got a level 6 Twin Blade. I don't know what my build for Harley was at this point. I don't know if I changed it since, but I do 2 specials per tag in. I tag in Flash, and I'm like, all right, let me see if I can get like a Twin Blade value on the Dark Metal cards. But I need to throw down the Dark Metal cards, reapply Gemstone, and then tag in Harley. And it's too much, and there's not enough time to do it. So at this rate, I'm like, oh yeah, that damage is pitiful, man. So it has led me to the conclusion that EPI is better than Harley. So back in the day, Harley used to be better because Harley gave you 3 fast attack hits, but ever since the Class Ascension update, EPI has lethal damage now. So she's a monster, dude. She's a complete and utter monster. She's ridiculous. So, yeah, EPI is better than Harley because EPI doesn't need Harley, but Harley needs EPI. And it's also reflective of how they are in the comics, I think. I'm going to give you a little bit of my comic book opinions and let you watch the rest of the fight because you can kind of tell I'm not doing enough damage to one shot here. But basically, I don't really like Harley as a character. I think she's a little bit boring. I think she's great in she's great in a supporting role. So whenever Harley is paired with the Joker, she's great because she makes the Joker more despisable. And whenever Harley is paired with Ivy, it's great because it makes what does it do? It makes what am I thinking of? Oh, it makes like Ivy have more depth as a character, but yeah, on her own, Harley's not that interesting as a character. So EPI doesn't need Heartbreaker Harley. Heartbreaker Harley needs EPI, and in comics, Harley can't be interesting without EPI, I feel, but Poison Ivy can be interesting without Harley, if that makes sense. Anyway, thanks so much for watching.